with local and international journals. He was also involved in the design and development of the AMIA brachytherapy machine in France and the Cervifix machine in Italy. These machines were used worldwide, including Luth, Abuth, Zaria, and National Hospital, Abuja, for the brachytherapy of cancers of the uterus and cervix in women. He served as the chairman of the National Consultative Committee on Cancer Control in Nigeria between 2006 and 2015. The committee produced the first ever national cancer control plan for Nigeria between 2008 and 2013. Professor Durosinmi Etti is the first full professor of radiation therapy and oncology appointed at any university in Nigeria, including the University of Lagos. He's also a grand patron of the Association of Medical Students, University of Lagos. He was also acting CMD of Luth before his appointment in 1999 as the Pioneer Chief Medical Director and Chief Executive Officer of the prestigious National Hospital, then under the presidency in Abuja. He was later appointed in 2003 as Secretary to the Federal Character Commission under the presidency in Abuja, a position which he voluntarily relinquished on the 14th of October 2011 to return to his job as a professor at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos. He also served meritoriously as Chairman National Commission of Refugees and Internally Displaced People under the presidency, and in 2013 as the Chairman of the Board of Federal Medical Center, Etti, Lagos. He is a recipient of several awards, including the highly prestigious National Honor of Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, OFR. He retired from the CMU Luth on his 70th birthday on the 11th of January 2018, and currently serves as a special consultant to Luth and the NSIA Luth Cancer Center. Professor Durosinmi Etti is happily married with many children and grandchildren. I would like to add that if not for Professor Durosinmi Etti, we will not be having this health week. We will not be seated in this hall. So it is with great pleasure, great joy and wonder that I introduce you to the father of this event, Professor F.A. Durosinmi Etti, OFR. Please a round of applause for the father of the ceremony. It is wonderful to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for your presence and for your support. Thank you, sir.
In the same spirit, let's welcome the quiz master.
He graduated from the College of Medicine, University of Lagos in 2018. While he was a medical student, he was the president of the Quiz Club and surprised the Orators Gavel Club.
Meaning he's well-spoken and also has the brains for it. Please let's welcome Dr. Abdulrahim Hassan.
Other panelists include someone who is an amazing and awesome Quiz Club alumni. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Shotonade Jekwa.
And once again, the current Quiz Club President, Jennifer Okey.
Finally, we'll be welcoming our schools. So once we call your name, you just stand up and wave to the audience, starting with Obafemi Awolowo University.
Please stand up, thank you. All the way from Ibadan, University of Ibadan. Stand up.
We also have our very own AMSU. From Ogun State, we also have Onabisi Onabanjo University. And finally, also from Lagos, we have Lagos State University Teaching Hospital.
Okay, so finally, let's welcome the quiz master on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for coming late. One of the things I experienced in Lagos, you probably plan your time, but you have to plan early. But that's not an excuse. And I apologize to Professor Durosinmi. I'm sorry, sir. And I will be the quiz master. Ideally, this is going to be pretty much competitive. So I'm very sure a lot of people coming in here will be like, yeah, we know the questions I've leaked out to the loot guys, right? But trust me, nobody knows what the questions are. Trust me, that's just one thing you should note. It is on my laptop. I set questions myself. I've been to multiple quiz competitions. There's absolutely no school I've not been to. I've been to LASU, I've been to OAU, I've been to UI, I've been to Olabisi Onabanjo University. It's always very competitive. And the idea is that once you are in the participating school, it's assumed that the participating school would always win. Well, Unilag, I graduated from Unilag, yeah, but then that doesn't mean that I wouldn't want it to be free and fair. So it's going to be free and fair. And I'm very sure they are really, really scared right now. But trust me, you're going to have a nice time. It's going to be interesting and it's going to be highly competitive. Now I'll state the rules. The first thing in the game in a competition like this is for you to remember that the quiz master decision is final. And I repeat, the quiz master decision is final, meaning I am open to your opinions, but that doesn't mean we should turn it into an argument. Do you understand? So the quiz master decision is final. And then in order to make it fair and fair, we are still going to reballot to be able to know the sitting position. So the way you are sitting does not necessarily mean that you're going to start all over. Apologize. By the way, I'm Dr. Hassan Abdurrahim. I graduated from College of Medicine some years back, and I was the quiz master. I was the quiz club chairman at some point, so I know how it goes. Now there will be 3 rounds. From the first round, we have 5 schools. Now the 5 schools will ideally, depending, 2 schools, 3 schools will move to the next round. Or they are balloted. Okay, so you balloted. Oh, fantastic. So that's good. So you know the seating arrangement. Okay, that's very nice then. So from the first round, we would have 4 sessions. So the first session is general sciences. So general sciences can be mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology, geography, anything within basic sciences. Now, the second round is general knowledge. So it could be anything from literature to movies, to art, to capitals and countries, to whatever it is that is general knowledge. So it could be anything, actually. It could be books, it could be anything. So it's going to be highly correct. I want you to know that it is really going to be so interesting. Then the third round is the basic medical sciences. The basic medical sciences basically will be things you did in your pathology and pharmacology, including physiology, anatomy, biochemistry. So it could be within that range. And then the final round is the clinical sciences. In the clinical sciences, you're going to have topics ranging from medicine, surgery, O&G, pediatrics, psychiatry, ophthalmology, orthopedics, as the case may be. Are we following? Are we following? Now, in each round, we'll have 4 questions. So we are going to have 20 questions each this round. At the end of this round, at least 1 school would go out, meaning it can be more. Did you get that? At least 1 school. I didn't say at most 1. At least 1 school. So it can be 2, but max to 1, 2, depending on the time frame. So 1 school will be exited and we move to the second round. In the second round, we would have similar questions with 5 questions each. and a fastest and the best. The fastest and the best happen to be any question ranging from the deepest part of anatomy you can ever think of to anything. Just imagine anything you can think of, things that you probably wouldn't expected or you would have read and you just be like, no, you don't pay attention to it. And that's the fastest and the best. The fastest and the best is always things you do not expect. Are we all following? But that will be at the second round. But for this round, it will just be simple things. Are we all going? Are we following? And now it's going to be amazing. There will be opportunity to have bonus marks. So that takes me to the next point. How is this scored? For each point, are we listening? For each point, you get a score of 4. Are you following? For each point, you get a score of 4. Now, if you have a bonus, you get a score of 2. Are we good? So for each score, you get a score of 4. For each completely correct. So that sometimes at my discretion, I can say, okay, give these people 3 score. Maybe they mentioned 1 or 2 things, then I'll say 3. But then for each one, the maximum score is 4. And then the least score you can get is 2. When that's the bonus mark. However, there's a caveat. When we get to the part, which is the basic medicals and the basic clinical science, is divided into 2 parts. This place, basic medicals and clinicals, is divided into 2 parts. Are we following?
Oh.
Now, the first 10 questions will be what is the arterial supply to the kidney? Very simple, right? So if you don't mean, and that person can get it. Then the last 10 questions will be case scenarios. So I want you to think. I don't want it to just be you just coming around and giving us flash questions. You think and you have options, so you pick one. Now, note one thing. If it is an option-based question, there will be no bonuses. I repeat, if it is an option-based question, there will be no bonuses. Are we good? So if there's an option, if you see the question and it's projected and it has an option, you will have no bonus there. But if it is not an option, yeah, you have a bonus to that. Are we good? Are we following? Okay, good. So we'll be starting soon. Now, you have the opportunity to swap once. So if you have somebody you want to change, it can only be done once. And I'll tell you how it's done. The first thing we are doing is basic sciences. That's the math, physics, chemistry. So now, if you swap, no problem. If not, that means the first set. Now, if I get to general knowledge and you decide to change someone, are you listening? And you try to change someone, you can't change again. Are we good? So nope, you can't come back. So you have to think carefully. At what point would you like to change someone? Are we good to go? Are we following? Contestants, are we following? At what point would you like to change? So you can, if you don't change anyone now, that's fine. So you have the opportunity to change. So you can get to clinical sciences and decide to change. Fantastic. You can get to basic medical sciences and you decide to change. Beautiful. But then once you change, you can't come back for this round. Are we good? So the first round, I need to go in this order. Basic sciences, general knowledge, basic medical sciences, and clinical sciences. Now, to make it more interesting, there will be times when our wonderful contestant may not know the answer, and our beautiful audience will be able to give us an answer. So I'm sure will be able to give you guys something. Now, it is a competition. Everyone The next part, it start all over again. It start all over again. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we are about to start. Now that I've told you the modality of the games, I'm sure some people want to change. So if you want to change, you can change now. But take note, you have not changed at all. So you are just starting. This is a starting game. Four questions, yes. So 4 questions. So we'll be introducing ourselves now. Like I said, I'm the quiz master for today, and you just tell us your name. And
I'm Joshua Gotsnoilo from Lasuko.
Oshinsomi Olubimi from Lascom.
I'm Fami Umotubi from.
Adoni Akingola from Lascom.
starting first.
I'm Matthew Aramo from UI.
I'm Fisayo Olaomi from UI.
David Babalola from UI.
Olamide Egbeyemi from UI.
That's nice.
Sharina Judwa, CMU.
Salako Babatunde from Unilag.
Unilag.
I'm Olabayo from Unilag.
Idris Khalil, Unilag.
Akimeji Adeji from OU.
Agbila Abdulhakim, OU.
Abida Amusa, OU.
Lawa Sodiq from OU.
Olu Akindele, OU.
Salam Mubarak, OU. Emmanuel Shume from OU.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So when we are starting with last suit. So take note. So at the end, so we'll go last suit, the first question. Then when we move to general knowledge, we'll be starting from Olabisi Obafemi Awolowo University. So the first time it goes around, then it comes like this. Another stage will go this way, and it comes like this. They don't start to be free and fair. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yes. So do we have any questions before we start? Remember, like I said, the questions, they are my questions. The questions are my questions. So you should be ready for them. Who is the timekeeper?
But you knew that. Steady pro. Let's go. Way up my feelings and nothing to stress me. The way I run the game, I'm feeling like referee. No, like Moses part of the Red Sea, like a chauffeur, me in the back of the Bentley. So I step out, all white, unstained. What you want? Rosé, champagne? I got that. Big back pain. Take a...
Okay. So we'll be starting with the first set of questions. You have between questions 1 to 20. And this is the sciences, that's math, physics, as the case may be. So we're starting with we're starting from last week. No, we're starting from last week, yes. So last week, can you kindly pick your questions or your question order?
What range, sir?
Question 1 to 20.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Please, the projector is not well positioned. I won't see the full question. The projector, it's...
I'll read it out.
Okay.
Question number 7.
Okay, I read. Characteristics that exhibit continuous variation are generally controlled by
Environmental factors.
Come again?
Environmental factors.
Environmental factors. Is that your final answer? No.
Genes.
What do you say?
Genes.
Genes.
Yes.
Hold on. He came after the bell, right? Oh, sorry. Question. Something I need to do. Yeah, open it. The answer is multiple genes. Now, Bobby, you saw the answer. And it came out after, by the way, so it was after the question, so that's fine. So hold on, sorry, we would only project the answers after the attempt. Apologies for that. What? There will be a bonus here. Now after the bonus, yes, you're right. No mark here. Okay, can you put it? Yes. Okay, University of Ibadan. Question 12. What device converts mechanical energy to electrical energy? Can you cover it?
The dynamo.
Come again?
The dynamo.
No. Transformer? No. Bonus to University of Lagos. What do you say?
Generator.
Generator, that's correct. Open it. University of Lagos, please. Your question.
10.
Question 10. Good. Lux, Lux, is the SI unit of
Lux. Lux is the SI unit of
Illumination. Illumination.
what do you say?
Illumination. Illumination.
Intensity of illumination, correct. So you need not one thing for the bonuses. You have just 5 seconds to provide the answer. Now we move on to Olabisi Onabanjo University. Question 11. Okay. On a rainy day, small oil films on water show brilliant color. This is due to
Diffraction.
Come again?
Diffraction.
No.
Refraction.
No. Next.
Refraction.
No. Okay. Anybody in the audience? On a rainy day. Yes. Interference, thank you very much. That's the answer. As a result of interference that you have that, not refraction or refraction. Now we move to the next school.
9.
Question 9. Nuclear sizes are expressed in what unit? Nuclear sizes are expressed in what unit?
Kilodaltons.
Come again?
Kilodaltons.
Nope. You have one more attempt. Okay, so we move into Lasso. Lasso. What? You can. Armstrong. No. Anyone in the audience, please? Anyone? Nuclear sizes are expressed in one unit. What? Can't hear you. Okay, well, this goes to me then. Femtometer, not kilodalton. Femtometer, that's good. Please clap for the quizmaster, please. Yes. We move to Lasso.
Question 14.
Question 14. The inferior ovary of a flower is situated A, below the floral part, B, above the floral part, C, at the same level with the floral part, D, at the center of the floral part. The inferior ovary of a flower is situated. You have only one option of this. A.
Below the flower part.
Below the flower part is correct. Clap for them, please. Now after we're done. Okay, University of Ibadan.
Question 9.
Question 9. Done. Taken.
Question 13.
Question 13. This is mathematics. So you give them 15 seconds. Calculate the time taken for 3,000 naira to earn 600 naira invested at an 8% simple interest. So you are taking this in time in years. This is a case of simple interest.
2.5 years.
Close it first. Yeah.
What do you say? 2.5 years.
Correct. Clap for them. 2.5 years. That's good. University of Lagos. Already. Your question. 20. The luster of a metal is due to
Electrons. Like
Electrons?
electrons around, like presence of electrons around metal makes it shine.
Presence of electrons. Free electrons.
electrons.
Correct. Better. Free electrons. Free electrons. That's correct.
Question 15.
15. Okay, question 15. The older parts of plants do not normally absorb water because the older parts of plants do not normally absorb water because, can you close?
Because they don't contain root hairs.
Because they don't what?
Contain root hairs.
Correct, because they lack root hairs. Correct. Correct. So we move on to that's Obafemi Awolowo University, right?
17.
Okay. Question
17.
17. An electric motor converts
Alternating current to direct current.
Come again?
Alternating current to direct current.
No.
Electrical current to mechanical current.
It was at the nick of the bell. I'll give it to them. Electrical current to what?
Mechanical current.
Electrical current to what? Say it out.
Mechanical energy. Electrical energy to mechanical energy.
Correct. Electrical energy to mechanical energy. Correct. Like I said, the decision of the quizmaster is final. It was at the point of the bell they answered the question. Now move on to lasso.
Question 5.
Question 5. Landmark theory of evolution is based on the fact that landmark theory of evolution is based on the fact that
Law of use and disuse.
no.
Spontaneous generation.
Huh?
Spontaneous generation.
No.
It's based on the fact that parts that are used by animals are retained and developed over time. But parts that are used atrophy.
Come again.
It's based on the fact that parts that are used by species are retained, while parts that are not used atrophy over time.
Okay, well, it's still the same thing as the concept of the use and
Disuse.
the concept of the use and but that's not what I'm looking for. Any answer from the audience? Yes. Hello. Fantastic. Organisms pass an acquired character to their offspring. That is the landmark use. Are we good to go? Correct. That's correct. Please clap for him. Yes. University of Ibadan.
16.
Number
16.
16. An object is placed in front of two plane mirrors at an angle of 60 degrees to each other. Determine the number of images formed. I repeat, an object is placed in front of two plane mirrors inclined at an angle of 60 degrees to each other. Determine the number of images formed.
5 images.
What do you say?
5.
5 images is correct. Clap for them. Yeah. University of Lagos.
Number 10. Number 10.
Number 10 is taken.
Number 12.
Taken. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 18, 19.
Number 1.
Number 1. Mathematics. I'll repeat it twice. 3 girls share a number of apples in the ratio of 5/3/2. If the highest share is 40 apples, find the smallest share. I repeat it again. 3 girls share a number of apples in the ratio of 5:3/2. If the highest share is 40 apples, find the smallest share. Please correct. 16. 16 is correct. 16 is correct.
Question 8.
Question 8, yeah. An ammeter can be adapted to measure a potential difference by
connecting it to a voltmeter.
So a what?
Voltmeter.
A voltmeter. Nah.
By connecting a low resistance shunt.
No. Bonus.
Connecting to a high resistance shunt.
No. Anyone in the audience? Anyone in the audience? So what? No, not to a galvanometer. The answer is to a multiplier. To a multiplier, not a voltmeter. I want to be sure that it's not a voltmeter, but they are not the same thing. It's to a multiplier. Clap for me, by the way. Thank you. Then we move on to
18.
Question 18. Mathematics. If the angle of a quadrilateral are 3y plus 10, 2y plus 10, y plus 20, and 4y, find the value of y.
36.
What do you say?
36.
36?
Yeah.
No. Two options. You said 2. You said 36 and 10. $50. No. Anyone in the audience? Should have been. I think the problem you had was you were not calm with the question. It's a very simple question. You just add everything together, everything equals to 360. They all cancelled out and they would have gotten the option, but sorry, they're wrong. So the answer is 30. But they have mentioned 2 options and that was wrong. Clap for them though, clap for them, yeah. Now the next, you answered the last question. Last 2, we'll go for the final round now. So we have question 2, 3, 4, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 6, and 19. Question 19. The metal used to recover copper from a solution of copper sulfate. Let's see how good your chemistry is. Open. No, yeah. The metal used to recover copper from a solution of copper sulfate is what?
Zinc.
No. Sodium. No.
Silver.
No. Anyone in the audience? Anyone in the audience? Chemistry. Who remembers? Iron, not zinc. Iron. Thank you. University of Ibadan.
Question 3.
Question 3. The part of a leguminous plant where bacteria like Azobacter can be found is
Root nodules of legumes.
root nodules is correct. Correct. Unilag 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, yes.
4.
Question 4. In a Biuret test, some protein were mixed with sodium hydroxide solution. What chemical should be added to the mixture for a positive result?
Copper sulfate.
You were not talking with the mic, so I won't give it to you. No, they got it. It was after she said copper, but it's actually copper sulfate. She said copper sulfate. She later said copper sulfate. Yes. She said it. So I won't give it to them. They were slow. Please answer the questions as it is immediately. So that's 0. 6. Question 6. Use your mic. Yes. The region around a magnet in which magnetic force can be experienced is known as what? The region around a magnet in which magnetic force can be experienced is known as
Magnetic meridian.
magnetic what?
Meridian. Equator.
No. It's a very simple question. Next.
Magnetic field.
Magnetic field. Clap for them, clap for them. Magnetic field. That's very simple. And you have to get the last question, and that's number 2. What is the excretory products in protozoans?
Cellular debris.
What?
Cellular debris.
Cellular debris. Is that what you said? No. Lasso. Ammonia is correct. Ammonia is correct. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the first round. And our timekeeper is going to give us a summary of the first round. So I know that mathematics, physics, there are things that you've learned. Like I said, at the beginning of this round, the decision of the quizmaster is final. If you contest anything, it will be at the end of the competition. So we'll give it to to tell us how far we've gone.
Okay, at the end of this round, Lasso had 6 points.
6 points. Clap for them, please.
UI had 12 points.
UI 12 points.
Unilog 14 points.
14 points.
OAU 4 points.
OAU 4 points.
OAU 6 points.
The world soon have contribution. What? No. Yes. The question. Question, please. Slang is environmental wage. Depends on how spoken by what country. Slang is environmental language spoken by what country. Australia, correct. Great. Australia. Good. Now I'm getting there. Jim Rhodes is the alter ego of which Marvel comic superhero? Jim Rhodes is the alter ego of which Marvel comic superhero? No. War Machine, correct. War Machine. Good. So we move to University of Ibadan. Number 11. Okay. Take it. Number 10. What is Angela Merkel's middle name? You know who Angela Merkel is, right? Dorothy, correct. Dorothy, correct. Asu. Question 6. Okay. What does a necrographer? What does he do? He draws dead people. Dead people know. Used to find the images of dead people. Say it. What? No. Anyone in the audience? Photographs dead people. Yeah? If I have a picture, you don't know dead people. They are different things. Divide to picture. Okay, we move on to next group. Question 8. Okay. What is a collection of stamps called? Collection of stamps called? No. No. Anyone in the audience? Collection of stamps are called philately. Philately. That is the collection of stamps that are called philately. We move on to allow me to start my question. Yes, we move on to Malawi survival investigation. Question 10. Taking. Question 12. Very simple. What's the capital of Chile? Santiago is correct. Correct. Santiago. University of Lagos. 7. Question 7. Question 7. Who invented the battery? Who invented the battery? University of Lagos. Correct. Alexander Volta. Correct. I'll give it to them. Alexander Volta. Correct. University of Ibadan. Question. Thank you. Question 5. What is electron's usual work? What does it do? Collect gold coins. No. Newman. No. Last two. No. No. Audience. It's a common thing. You see them every day on the walkway, but you call them very absurdly. Anyone in the audience? Okay, comes back to me. A cobbler or a shoemaker. That's what he does. Back on me, please. Yes. Question 4. Tribology is the study of what? Tribology is the study of ethnic groups. No. Try it. What? Try it. No. Tribology is the study of tribes. Interesting. Anyone in the audience? Anyone in the audience?
Okay. Can we all set it? Hello. So we'll be starting from lasso. Now, like I said, the first 10 questions, there will be bonuses. Yes, audience question. This is, you just have best option question 2. You have the opportunity to give 2 answers. So lasso, your question 1 to 10. Question 5. Question 5. Cholecytokinin is produced by what cell of the proximal small bowel?
These cells of small bowel.
The what?
The K cells.
K cells. No, not the K cells.
I cells.
The I cells, correct. Clap for them. The I cells, correct. University of Ibadan.
It's 3 o'clock.
Question.
Question 2.
Question 2. What is the mature structure derived from the sphincter allantois and the urachus? It formed a structure in adults. What is that structure called?
Median umbilical ligament.
Median umbilical ligament, correct. Median umbilical ligament. Now we are blazing. University of Lagos.
Question 7.
Question 7. At what vertebral level does the aortic arc begin and end? At what vertebral level?
Junction between L4 and L5.
Between
T4 and T5. Right?
T4 and T5, correct. At the level of T4, that's correct. The sternal angle of Lewis. Clap for them, please. Now we are seeing. Now we move to Olabisi Onabanjo University.
Question 8.
Question 8. Okay. Mandibular hypoplasia, zygomatic hypoplasia, down slanted palpebral fissures, colobomas, and malformed hair constitute what first act syndrome? Treacher-Collins syndrome. Correct. I can see now everyone is blazing.
Question 6.
Question 6. What enzyme is deficient in Gaucher's disease?
Beta glucosidase.
What? Sorry, wait, hold on, please. I didn't hear you.
Beta glucosidase.
No. No.
Glucocerebrosidase.
Glucocerebrosidase, correct. Glucocerebrosidase, they are 2 different things. Correct. Now move on to your next set of questions, Lasso. Question 3. Okay. Question 3. Low-flash medium and tellurite medium is used to culture what organism? Low-flash medium and tellurite medium is used to culture what organism? No.
Diphtheria.
You missed it. Next.
Corynebacterium diphtheria.
Corynebacterium diphtheria. Remember, I said what organism. I didn't say what condition. There are 2 different things. I give it to University of Ibadan. You said diphtheria. You were not incorrect, but I said what organism. No, wait. Are you confabulating or you are what? You said diphtheria. I would agree with you, but that's not the question. The only thing I can do is I won't give you them and I won't give it to them, but it's still incorrect. You did not get correct answer. You said diphtheria. Were we all here? I know you guys know microbiology. Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing? No, it's not. I didn't say what condition. I said what organism. There are two different things. Please give it to Investor of Ibadan. Thank you. Investor of Ibadan, your question.
Question 8.
Question 8. Taking?
7.
Taking, you have 1, 3, 4, 9, and 10. I think.
Question 4.
Question 4. Very simple. Redman syndrome is associated with what antibiotics?
Vancomycin.
Vancomycin, correct.
Question 10.
Question 10. What fiber bundle links the buccal areas to the Wernicke's area?
Acute fasciculus.
Acute fasciculus, correct. So when there's a damage to the acute fasciculus, what would that cause?
Conduction aphasia.
Conduction aphasia, correct. Next. Sorry, I may be asking some other questions that may not necessarily mean anything. Yeah, your question.
Question 3.
Question
3.
No, 3. There's 3. Okay. Question 9 and question 1.
9.
Very simple. What is the only laryngeal nerve that supply by the external? Sorry, mistake. What is the only laryngeal muscle supplied by the external laryngeal nerve?
Cricothyroid muscle.
Cricothyroid muscle is correct. Cricothyroid muscle. So other muscles are supplied by which one? Okay, fantastic. Last question is question 1. The simplest. What hormone is produced from locus ceruleus?
Norepinephrine.
Norepinephrine is correct. Norepinephrine is correct. Great. Now move to the next set of questions, which will be between 11 to 20. They are case-based scenarios. There are no bonuses. The only bonuses will be to the audience. So your question. Okay.
Question 13.
Question 13. A 5-year-old boy presents to the physician office for treatment of chronic recurrent pulmonary infection. The boy history is significant for ileus.